exactly when the government provided sorts of cash sort of appeared to generally be too shaky and outlandish in an adaptable financial scene, the necessity for a fixed and uncommonly secure construction arose that could be helpful too in taking care of, as well as restoring all data on the blockchain engaged stage, where regardless trading could be explicitly worked with close by speedier portions and trades in an unpretentious manner, killing any cost disappointments, and moreover accelerating the trade taking care of time. BANCOR basically was introduced in an unpretentious way. Before we especially start with quick and dirty BANCOR cost assumption entirely investigate the blueprint, which basically is very critical BANCOR network. The framework BANCOR network was brought to the front essentially to generally determine these issues of fundamentally accelerated decentralization and security by and large in opposition to mainstream thinking, with the groundwork of blockchain and gathering. On the upsides of genuinely decentralized finance, DeFi BANCOR show set the truly standard of being the first blockchain in the world to present really features that generally worked with wonderful speed of trades. BANCOR BNT certainly let us question why kind of as opposed to mainstream thinking. No genuinely enormous amazement, the reliably in every practical sense dynamic gathering of qualified mathematicians and cryptographers especially are making and staying aware of the advanced money for the BANCOR network as BNT. Kind of in opposition to prevalent thinking it wouldn't basically be a distortion to name the capacity of BANCOR network tokens, impulses in doing wise arrangements, and move holds, or so they generally thought the main components that actuate the expense of BANCOR BNT, sort of are the speed and sensibility that engage quicker execution improvements, achieving much faster and secure trades in opposition to prevalent thinking BANCOR the ever-growing community and partnerships as recently referenced BANCOR has especially cut for itself a crypto guide that prompts a conclusive goal of making the presences of its monetary benefactors and really neighborhood generally speaking supportive and productive, with a splendid future, in an extremely large manner zeroing in on those targets. The especially principal computation that is obvious is the mining estimation exchange being recorded on exceptionally well-known cryptographic cash exchanges like Coinbase and Binance redesigns and productive tie-ups basically have in every practical sense accelerated the energy for BNT. Going with the ecosphere of splendid arrangements everywhere, the future expense of BANCOR BNT could keep a tremendous flood in the very looming years, as per our expense estimates it should in every way that really matters, have a sensible gathering around 38,771, close to the completion of 2022. And 176,712 around the completion of 2026 in a for the most part large manner. It appears to for the most part be the crypto market basically is doomed in view of the new mishap really, as opposed to mainstream thinking it in a real sense, has influenced the BANCOR cost, which certainly is very huge. It sort of lost force, but simultaneously, it might conceivably recuperate its most certainly lost energy, and it could trade around 4 by the essential quarter of 2022, in a sort of large manner. The continuous expense of BANCOR is trading around 214, with a market capitalization of 55,926,132,470 and a 24 hours trading volume of 1,943,305,802, which especially is very critical. The orbiting supply of 261,317,195. BNT underlines the mind-blowing possible destiny of BANCOR sooner rather than later, giving it a solid presence like most certainly other computerized monetary forms, EBTC etc., which especially is very critical what ought to essentially be splendid period persevering up to January 2021, which is genuinely critical. This stage explicitly happened till April 2021, when the BNT cost shot above 5. An addition genuinely complex amazingly BANCOR price prediction 2022, taking into account there explicitly are no unforeseen shocks or a stony way forward for cryptographic currency markets. BANCOR BNT is especially great to go to really fundamentally demand solid areas for its as a critical interest among its monetary benefactor, essentially neighborhood, an especially significant way the road ahead basically is stacked with pedals, gave the monetary supporter conviction keeps impacting. Achieving a huge push to the expense taking it across all limits, scaling 3 max BANCOR price prediction, 2023 BANCOR, basically has spread out a fast reliable association and works with the client experience of the thing in an especially significant manner. These components can generally help the BNT with siring gain a ton in every way that really matters. More noteworthy expense of 355 per certainly token max, which generally is genuinely critical in case the drive for pretty reasonable crypto most certainly happen into 2023. The expense could explicitly attempt to see a prospective rush BANCOR price prediction 2024. There are genuinely numerous speculations, considering the market search going on for BANCOR, in an essentially significant manner, especially keeping in setting the mechanical announcements and progress the corporate has anticipates. There are doubts its expense could explicitly reach 377 max, as per our check along these lines. Getting back to the above, assessing assumption for around 263 BANCOR price prediction, 2025 BANCOR sort of is also certainly powerful in truly neighborhood, considering they in a real sense, keep up force. Procuring a basic market cap their drives focusing in on tutoring exertion and improvements could take them to an extensive level of 370, which explicitly is very critical. The token really is set to sort of hurry up with other computerized types of cash to appear at an expense of 469. Clearly in opposition to mainstream thinking at fundamentally lengthy last BANCOR BNT will truly settle to bring gallant returns for its monetary supporters, putting forth the endeavor, exceptionally worth the attempt in a real sense. BANCOR price prediction 2026, as essentially demonstrated by progressing news, the genuinely current crypto market decline really drove by the Bitcoin plunge, generally has furthermore affected certainly other computerized monetary forms in an unpretentious manner, in case the market especially turns ideal. The BANCOR cost could fundamentally break all deterrents and especially perform lavishly scaling the sort of top. As recently referenced in an unpretentious manner abusing all limitations all through the next year, it would undeniably fundamentally give signs of fortune for its monetary sponsor, maintained by enthusiastic keen arrangements. BANCOR may conveniently contact 414 before the years north of 2026.